Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Admuthe Namdev Bhagwan, working as an assistant professor at Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's Anna Saheb Avte College, Mansar. Today we are going to study fungi. Class TY BSc, paper Cryptogamic Botany, topic fungi. Fungi is a group of plants. Fungi, it includes about 1 lakh different species. In botany, mycology is the branch which deals with study of fungi. Therefore, mycology is the branch of botany, study of fungi. Mycology, it is a Greek word in which mycos and logy. Mycos means mushroom and logos means to study. Therefore, mycology means study of agaricus, or study of mushroom, or study of fungi. Fungi, they found all over the world, throughout the world. Therefore, fungi are called as cosmopolitan in distribution. Fungi occurs all over the world. Therefore, they are called as cosmopolitan in distribution. Fungi occurs in terrestrial condition as well as aquatic condition and amphibious condition. Those fungi which are found in terrestrial condition, means on the soil, that fungi are called as terrestrial fungi. In terrestrial fungi, some are saprophytic, some are soil borne, some are wood rotting fungi. In saprophytic fungi means fungi which grows on the dead decaying organic matter, vegetable matter, fruits, that fungi are called as saprophytic fungi. Example of the saprophytic fungi is the mucor. Then some fungi, they are found in soil, that fungi are called as soil borne fungi. Example of the soil borne fungi is trichoderma. Then some fungi, they grow on the dead decaying wood, logs of wood, that fungi are called as wood rotting fungi. Wood rotting fungi. Example of the wood rotting fungi is the Ganoderma. Then some fungi, they are found on the that is called as the coprophilous fungi. They found on the animal dung. That fungi are called as coprophilous fungi. Example of the coprophilous fungi is the Pegiza. Pegiza fungus, it found on the animal dung. That fungi are called as coprophilous fungi. These are the terrestrial fungi. Then some fungi, they are found in water. That fungi are called as aquatic fungi. In aquatic fungi, some fungi, they are saprophytic, while some are parasitic. Saprophytic means they grow on the dead decaying organic matter or on the dead body of the fishes. That fungi are called as saprophytic fungi, while other parasitic fungi. Parasitic fungi means they found in water and grow on the parasitically on the aquatic animals. That fungi are called as parasitic fungi. Example of the parasitic fungi is the Saprolegnia. Then some fungi, they found in both aquatic condition as well as terrestrial condition. That type of fungi are called as amphibious fungi. Amphibious fungi means they grow on the soil as well as in the water. That fungi are called as amphibious fungi. Example of the amphibious fungi is the Plasmophora. This is the occurrence of the fungi. Then next point is thallus structure. In fungi, plant body is simple and it is made of a mycelium. Therefore, in fungi, plant body is mycelial type. Mycelial type means they are made of a hypa, and hypa is a thread-like structure. Therefore, in fungi, plant body is made of a mycelium. And mycelium is the group of hypa. Mycelium is the group of hypa, or many hypa, they comes together and form a structure. That structure is called as mycelium. The hypa, their structure is thread-like structure. Hypa is a thread-like structure. There are different types of hypa. In some fungi, hypa they are septate, while in some they are aseptate. Septate means there is a partition wall. You know that hypa is a thread-like structure. This type thread-like structure. In that thread-like structure, if there is presence of partition wall, this is a partition wall, or it is also called as septa or partition wall. If partition wall or septa is present, that type of hypa is called as septate hypa. If partition wall is absent, that type of hypa is called as aseptate hypa. This is a hypa, thread-like structure, and there is absence of partition wall or septa. That type of hypa is called as aseptate hypa, or it is also called as coinocytic. Coinocytic means there is presence of many nuclei. In fungi, in septate hypa, there is a monokaryotic condition, dikaryotic condition, and multinucleated condition. When in hypa there is a single nucleus in each cell, single nuclei. That type of hypa is called as monokaryotic hypa. Mono means single, and karyon means nucleus. Each cell they consist of a single nucleus, therefore they are called as monokaryotic hypa. While in some hypa there is presence of two nuclei. This is structure. This is a septate hypa. In each cell there are two nuclei. That is called as dikaryotic hypa. Di means two, karyon means nucleus. Two nuclei in each cell. Then in some septate hypa, there is a multinucleated condition. Multinucleated condition means multi means many, many nuclei. The hypa looks like this type. Septate hypa means there is partition wall. Each cell consists of many nuclei. That is called as multinucleated septate hypa. These are the two main types of hypa, septate hypa and aseptate hypa. Then these septate hypa, they may be branched or unbranched. These are the unbranched. If there is branching, this type, that is called as branched. Here also branching, that is called as branched. This is a monokaryotic hypa, monokaryotic branched hypa. This is dikaryotic branched hypa, multinucleated branched hypa. In short, hypa it may be branched or unbranched. Then in fungi, cell wall is made of a chitin. Cell wall is made of a chitin or fungal cellulose. Then in fungi, stored or reserve food material is in the form of glycogen and oil drops. Then about the nutrition, in fungi, nutrition is heterotrophic. You know that in fungi, chlorophyll pigment is absent, therefore fungi are called as a chlorophyllous plant or non-chlorophyllous plant. So they cannot prepare their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. They depend on other. So mode of nutrition is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic means, hetero means different. It may be either saprophytic or parasitic. Saprophytic mode of nutrition means they grow on the dead decaying organic matter or vegetable matter or fruits. Best example of the saprophytic fungi is mucor. Mucor is found on the bread. Then some fungi, their mode of nutrition is parasitic. Parasitic means they grow on the parasitically on the other plants or animal body. In parasitic mode of nutrition, there are two types, that is the obligate parasite and facultative parasite. Obligate parasite, best example of the obligate parasite is the albigo. In obligate parasite, fungi, they requires a specific and living host. That type of nutrition is called as obligate parasite. In other, facultative parasite. In facultative parasite, that fungi, they change their mode of nutrition. They grow on the living organism, then also on the dead body of the organism. That is called as facultative parasite. Facultative parasite best example is the Cercospora. Cercospora, it grows on the groundnut. It grow at the time of living as well as on dead matter of the groundnut. That is called as facultative parasite. Then next point is about the reproduction. In fungi, reproduction takes place by main three ways, that is vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In vegetative reproduction, one is the fragmentation. In fragmentation, what happens? That plant body of the fungi, their mycelium or hyphae, it breaks into a small pieces or into small fragments. Then each piece or each fragments, they gives rise to a new individual. That is called as vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Fragmentation takes place in found in Rhizopus. Then next type of vegetative reproduction is the fission. Fission, it is also called as cell division. Fission or cell division, it is found in unicellular forms. For example, yeast, in which what happens, that unicellular structure, it forms two cells or two daughter cells. That is called as fission or cell division. Then next type of the vegetative reproduction is the budding. In budding, what happens? There is the formation of small outgrowth on the mother plant body, and that small outgrowth is called as bud. Then what happens? These buds, they separate from mother plant and it develops into a new individual. That is called as budding. Example of the budding is the yeast. The next type of reproduction is the asexual reproduction. In fungi, asexual reproduction takes place by spores, different types of spores. One is the zoospore. Zoospores, they are developed in zoosporangium. Zoospores are motile. They are having flagella. These are the flagella or cilia for the motility or movement. They are developed in the zoosporangium. There are number of zoospores are formed. Then these zoospores, they comes from the zoosporangium, and each zoospores, they develops into a new individual. That is called as asexual reproduction by zoospore. Example of the zoospore is the Cystopus. The next type of asexual reproduction is the aplanospores. In aplanospores, that spores, they are non-motile. They lack flagella or cilia. Flagella or cilia are absent, therefore they are non-motile. That type of spores are called as aplanospores. Then these aplanospores, they develops into a new individual. That is called as asexual reproduction by aplanospores. Example of the aplanospore is the mucor. Then next type is the conidia. Conidia is a small non-motile structure. Conidia, they are formed on the conidiophore. This is a conidiophore. On the conidiophore, there is formation of chain of conidia. These are the conidia. This is the chain of conidia. Then what happens? This chain of conidia, they separate from each other and gives rise to a new individual. That is called as asexual reproduction by conidia. It is found in albigo. Then next type is the asexual reproduction is the chlamydospores. In chlamydospores, what happens? These hyphae, this is the hyphae of the fungi. At the time of unfavorable condition, when there is not favorable condition, at the time of unfavorable condition, what happens? These hyphae, food material is accumulated and there is formation of thick wall. Food material is accumulated and there is formation of thick wall. That structure is called as chlamydospores. And when there is favorable environment, favorable condition, at that time what happens? These chlamydospores, they separate from each other and gives rise to a new individual. That is called as asexual reproduction by chlamydospores. Then next is the oidea. In Oidia, what happened? This hyphae, it breaks into a small fragment, into small filament. These are the oidia. These oidia then develops into a new individual, that is called as asexual reproduction by oidia. Example of the oidia is the mucor. The next, sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction there is a two gamete, that is male gamete and female gamete, or it is also called as positive gamete and negative gamete. One is the planogametic copulation. In planogametic copulation, there is two gamete, that is male gamete and female gamete. Planogametic copulation is also three types: isogamous copulation, anisogamous copulation and oogamous copulation. In isogamous copulation, both the gametes, they are morphologically similar, and fusion takes place in between the morphologically similar gamete, that is called as isogamous copulation. While then second, anisogamous copulation. In anisogamous copulation, one gamete is larger and one gamete is small. Means anisogamous means morphologically dissimilar. Fusion takes place in between two dissimilar gametes, that is called as anisogamous copulation. Then see oogamous copulation. In oogamous copulation, male gamete is motile and female gamete is non-motile, and fusion takes place, that is called as oogamous copulation. Example of the isogamous copulation is Olpidium. Then anisogamous copulation is the Allomyces, and oogamous copulation is the Monoplevaris. Then second is the gametangial contact. In gametangial contact, there is a male reproductive organ is known as antheridia. This is a male reproductive organ is known as antheridia, and female reproductive organ is known as oogonia. Male reproductive organ is known as antheridia and female reproductive organ is known as oogonia. In gametangial contact, what happen? There is formation of a tube, that is called as copulation tube, and from the antheridium, male nuclei passes into the oogonium and fusion takes place, that is called as gametangial contact. The next type is the gametangial copulation. In gametangial copulation, there are two types: isogametangial copulation and anisogametangial copulation. In isogametangial copulation, both gametangia they are morphologically similar, while in anisogamous gametangial copulation, these are morphologically dissimilar. Isogametangial copulation, both gametangia they are morphologically similar. This is one gametangia, this is one gametangia. Fusion takes place, morphologically similar gametangia, that is called as isogametangial copulation. In anisogametangial copulation, one gametangia is small and other is large, that is called as anisogametangial copulation. The next four, spermatization. In spermatization, what happens? One hyphae, they produce spermatia. These are the spermatia, non-motile spores, they are called as spermatia. These spermatia, they are received by receptive hyphae called as trichogyne. Then fusion takes place, spermatia and egg nuclei of the trichogyne, that is called as spermatization. Then last is the somatogamy. In somatogamy, what happens? There are two hyphae, one hyphae and this is another hyphae. This is positive hyphae, this is negative hyphae. Both these hyphae they come in contact with each other and fusion takes place and forms a new individual, that is called as somatogamy. Then example of fungi, Rhizopus, yeast, Puccinia, Cercospora. This is the general characters of the fungi. Then next time we are going to study next topic, that is the life cycle of Rhizopus. Okay, thank you.